Good morning, Group 7. The establishment folks, the people who directly and indirectly allowed the fascist takeover to occur, are enthusiastic to get us to shut up and sit down. They tell us things that in an airplane, the steward, the flight attendant, warns us that if the air mask drops, to first put it on our face before putting it on a child's face. And they use that as justification, that we should forget about mutual aid, that we should forget about our neighbors and families and friends, and just look out for numero uno until this all blows over. But that's a bunch of malarkey. That's a bunch of fertilizer. The fact is, we have evolved for cooperation. Yes, we have a survival mechanism that can make us act competitive and ruthless, and it can lead to short-term pleasure. But long-term fulfillment only comes from cooperation, from using our opportunities and our talents and our interests in the service of our fellows, our neighbors, our family, our friends, our strangers. A meaningful life comes from cooperation. The Indian poet Tagore wrote a very short but poignant poem. I'd like to share it with you, if I may. I dreamt that life was bliss. I woke and saw that life is service. I acted and found that service is bliss. That's beautiful. That gives me chills. We have evolved to cooperate with our own spinal cord, to notice vulnerably as we breathe in, to relax physically as we breathe out. That stimulates the region of our brain known as the anterior cingulate gyrus, which functions as the seat of empathy. There is no need for the myth of karma. There is no need for rules. Practice mindfulness and meditation, maybe 5 minutes every 12 hours or so. And we can't help but be kind, but practice kind intention. We cannot help but practice kind communication, kind conduct, even kind commerce. We are wired for kindness. It is that which gives meaning to life. I just turned 60 last summer, and I'm officially an old guy now, and I'm reminded of a wonderful line that I'm going to paraphrase from the first season of Andor, where the character says, I have planted trees whose fruit I will never taste. At this point, we do the right thing, not because we are convinced we will live long enough to see the benefits of doing the right thing. We do the right thing because it's the right thing. We practice kindness because that is what we have evolved to do. That is what gives life meaning. Otherwise, we are merely fodder and passive tools for the villains who goose step and exploit. The most efficient form of mindfulness and meditation is to passively cooperate with our inhalation by silently and mentally reciting the verb watch, and to passively cooperate with our exhalation by silently and mentally reciting the verb rest. Sit comfortably and do this for at least 5 minutes every 12 hours. And transcend fear with love. course, remember to black out the system.